Hey, welcome to writing. We are on day 6 now, and we just finished up our last project. I have a couple people who, I have 2 great stories right here. And I know a few people are a few days behind, but don't worry, as stories come in, I'll be sharing them with you when they come in. I don't care if you guys are a few days behind, it's just fine as long as we're getting it done, because this is really going to help us out in 2nd grade and keep our skills that we already learned. I got a story from Eric here that's great. He wrote about his monster truck. So my monster truck is awesome. My dad bought it for me because I was being nice. My monster truck has big wheels because it was big. My monster truck is really awesome. So he took his opening, used it again for his closing, but added a little extra to it. And he used because to link those ideas together. Remember, I don't like you using because to start a sentence, but if you're linking 2 sentences, you can get away with it. So, great story, Eric. I have a story from Aiden T as well. Aiden writes, I like my Lego Marvel Heroes game. There are lots of cool superheroes. It has 2 of my favorite superheroes, Batman and Superman. There are also villains. The villains are mean to the superheroes. 2 of my favorite villains are Joker and Harley Quinn. Wow, lots of great details. Aiden gives a great explanation of why he likes it. He gives me an explanation of the villains and the superheroes too, because I may not be familiar with them. And Aiden, Batman was my favorite, so cool, nice. I'll be reading more final drafts as they come in, guys. Please send them in. Eric actually sent his through Google Documents. If you remember, that's not too hard to do. If you don't know how to do Google Documents, but you want to type it into it, have your parents send me a message on Class Dojo or even an email, and I can write out a detailed description of how to do it and make it real easy for you to get on. Okay? New project today. I was thinking that today we would do an opinion piece. So our opinion piece today is going to be about video games. Do you think video games are good for kids? So the nice thing about a question like this, there is no correct answer. There's no correct answer of yes, it's good or no, it's not good. Because this is really just asking what you think. So the correct answer is what you think. So we're going to start out with our good old circle map that we use a lot to generate ideas. So the question is, do you think video games are good? Now this is not easy writing like this. For kids. Question mark. All right. You don't need to write that question down, but I wanted to put it down so we can remember what our topic is. In the middle of our map is where we're going to answer this question. So it's either I think they're good for kids or I don't think they're good for kids. Whichever one you think. So you might write, I think video games are good for kids. Or you might write, I don't think video games are good for kids. That's our topic sentence. That's what our whole thing is about. It's all up to you. Either you think they're good or you don't think they're good. But remember what we're doing is we're answering that question. And if you remember, we talked about this a while ago, and we gave it an acronym of TQIS. Turn the question into a statement. It's not tasty quesadillas, I stomach. No. Turn the question into a statement. So you're taking that question and making it a statement. Instead of, do you think video games are good for kids? I think video games are good for kids. Or it could be, I don't think video games are good for kids. Either one that you want, that's what you're going to put in the middle. Now, after we do that in the middle, you have to come up with reasons. Why do you think that? Why do you think they're good for kids, or why do you think they're not good for kids? So we're going to ask you to come up with 3 reasons. Now, think about your reasons. You want to give good, detailed responses. You don't want to just say they're fun. We all know they're fun, but that doesn't mean they're good, or that doesn't mean they're good for kids or they're not good for kids. It just means they're fun. So if you said maybe I don't think video games are good for kids, kids spend too much time on them, that would be a good reason. Or kids forget their chores when they play them, that would be a good reason. Or maybe if you say I think video games are good for kids, your reasons could be, what would they be good for kids for? If you wanted to say fun, you'd have to add a little to it. They are fun and keep kids occupied. Ooh. They help you think better. Actually, there's a lot of research that says video games can open up different pathways in your brain and help you with solving problems. Ooh, didn't know that. Now I know what someone's going to do. Because every time we do a project like this, someone goes, I don't know. I don't have an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. And everybody has an opinion on video games. Either you like them or you don't. I personally actually kind of enjoy them. I do play video games. So, give me your opinion. If you don't like them, that's great. Tell me why you don't like them. If you do like them, wonderful. Tell me why you like them. If you get totally stuck and you give me a reason, you're like, I can't come up with any more reasons. What do I do, teacher? You can go onto the internet and type in what video games are good for kids, or why are video games not good for kids. Ask that Google search bar. We did this in class a lot. We'd go into Google and we'd ask it a question. You can't just say video games, because Google is not smart. Remember, Google is dumb. Google will pull up anything with video games. You'll have 48 million responses. No. Are video games good for kids? Will give you a response. Or I think video games are good for kids. That would give you a response. And it would help you come up with some other ideas for your paper. So like I said, the first writing project we did was pretty easy. This one's a little more challenging because you got to come up with some specific ideas. Now, on the next video, I'll show you the answers I put in, but I don't want you copying down my answers, so I'm not going to show them to you on this video. On the next one, I'll show you mine. So, remember, you're doing a map. This is the question we're answering. Get my arm out of the way. This is the question we're answering. Do you think video games are good for kids? It's either I think video games are good for kids, or I don't think, and then we're going with 3 reasons this time, not 2. 3 reasons as to why they're good for kids. We're building up to writing paragraphs again, guys. And remember, we were doing paragraphs before we left, so we want to get back into paragraphs again. All right. Tomorrow, please have your map done. I will have my map filled out, and we will go ahead and start in on our rough draft. Thank you so much. Awesome job for my 2 kids who turned in their final drafts. I cannot wait to share more final drafts. Please, please, please send me your final drafts. I love reading them. They're so much fun. And miss everybody, I really do. We will see you for our next writing video. Thank you.